Hey Pisces, happy February 2018. This is Dark Dove Tarot. Hope you're doing fantastic. So, I missed you guys last month and I apologize. Then I was going to start off with you guys. But I had done some private reads for some certain signs. And I wanted to give them a little more detail. So I apologize profusely. You and Taurus were missed last month. I will try and put you first next month. But I was so sick last month that the final video I did, I can't remember, I think it was Aquarius, I was, it was bad. I was coughing, hacking, like I'm pretty sure it was more annoying to listen to my video with the coughing and stuff than it would have been for me just to not film it. So I apologize for that. Yeah, we were sick. So anyways, I say we, my kiddo and I were both sick for a couple of weeks. So hope you guys are doing fantastic. This is for Pisces. Anybody who is single, and I also touch base on reconciliation. I'm shuffling the cards a little bit more. I'll take these. I'm shuffling them a little more than I usually do. And somebody asked me on another sign, how come you can't see me shuffle? I'm more than happy to shuffle in front of the camera, but I have my camera set to where it's going to be the best for you to see the cards. So unless I come out here like this and shuffle, which I can, but then I'm literally laying halfway across my table. So I used to just pre-shuffle and lay the cards out and only give them one or two more shuffles. So I haven't ever really shuffled a lot on camera because I sage and then clear the cards and then shuffle and pre-shuffle, add a lot of energy, and then I usually just add a little bit before we get started. This month I decided to add a little more. So I apologize if it bothers you that you can't see me shuffle. Also, I apologize that my nails are chipping like crazy, but I was like, dang it, Pisces, I'm getting you guys out before the 1st. So that is what we are doing here. Again, this is a general read, so check your sun, moon, and rising, as some months those may resonate with you more than others. All right, I'm going to pull a theme of the month card. Again, general read, so check your sun, moon, and rising. This is for singles and anybody looking to reconcile. And your theme of the month card is justice. So if you want to like, subscribe, comment, it's always greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. But again, you know, any comments you guys provide, I can always adjust my readings to what you like. I apologize that you were missed last month, but I figure you probably wouldn't want to sit through a reading of ridiculous coughing. So, all right, let's get started. The theme of the month is justice. So, this is somebody who is looking for absolutes. Somebody who is looking for a cause and effect. So, if you're single, this definitely says, if you're Pisces, you're looking for some sort of absolute in the end. So whatever it is you're looking for, whether you're looking for somebody who's, you know, that you're going to commit to just dating-wise, if you're looking for somebody who you're going to commit to relationship-wise, or if you want to get married, like these are things that you absolutely want and you're really thinking about them this month and you're weighing the pros and cons of what's going to be best for you. Maybe you're dating people, maybe you've just started dating people, maybe you're going to start dating people. Some of you may even be weighing whether you want to date anybody or not. So there's a lot of back and forth here. This is also about morality and kind of being a good person. So I feel like Pisces is really working on themselves a lot this month. If you're looking to reconcile, it's same for you. A lot of self-work, a lot of figuring out what you want, a lot of, you know, you may have a strong connection with this person, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to figure out if it's healthy or unhealthy to be back with this person. The first card you have is your current position coming into the month. Okay. And you have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is very generous, somebody who is, you know, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty fruitful, definitely, you know, wanting to share their love, share their energy. So if you are single, you are, I mean, this says that a lot of you are wanting to feel successful in a relationship. A lot of you are wanting to get to that next step. You don't want to be on the dating game anymore. You don't want to just live a life of dating. You want abundance. This is a card of wanting more than just, you know, what's in front of you, I guess, if that makes sense. This is wanting more than And for some of you, a really strong connection, not even just wanting to find love, but you're looking for the twin flame. You're looking for your soulmate, if that's your thing. And some of you are just looking to share your love with somebody. This card definitely says coming into the month that, Pisces, you're feeling very giving with your time and attention. However, it needs to be satisfying as well. It needs to be kind of a return. So if you're putting energy into one person, or if you've dated a couple people, or if you've met a couple people, or you're planning on dating, you're going to feel very open-hearted and easy to give time and attention to somebody, but you want that reciprocated as well, because this is also a card about satisfaction, and that satisfaction that you're finding too. If you're looking to reconcile, this may be that you are willing to give this person another chance. This definitely says that you're feeling like some sort of accomplishment, and it could be just the fact that maybe you guys are talking for the first time. Maybe you guys are having a conversation for the first time, or maybe you've made up your mind to reach out to them, or maybe they've reached out to you. But there's some sort of happiness here, and feeling like maybe you moved a step closer if reconciliation is something that you're thinking about. The next card you have is anything internal coming into the month. So how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is quick movement. This is swift. This is happening fast. So if, Pisces, if you are single, this is somebody coming into your life quick. Well, this is internalizing it. So this means either you've dated somebody and now you've decided that you want to start something serious with them, or at least commit to them. But it's happening quick. It's something that is moving very fast. And it's not a bad energy, because you've got this right here. This is just, you're tired of being stagnant. You want to succeed in life and love and balance. And so this Eight of Wands is saying, look, now's the time. You can make it happen. Now is the time to go for it. If you want this, you know, go for it. It's all about moving and momentum and moving forward. And I feel like, Pisces, if you're single, that's what you're doing. You're able to have that kind of quick move forward. So either you've met somebody or you're going to meet somebody, and it's going to happen very fast. It's going to kind of fall into place. The feelings might be strong there. The connection might be strong there. And that's definitely a good thing. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. It feels like this is going to happen very fast. It's like you're going to get some sort of communication, some sort of contact, like this bird is carrying that letter. They're going to contact you, or you're going to contact them, and it's going to be successful. But I don't feel like, for some of you, I feel like this is somebody that, you know, you guys were in a long relationship and maybe it ended a long time ago. Because I don't feel like this is like somebody you broke up with yesterday, or somebody that, this was a strong connection. This was somebody that, you know, you guys were like madly in love, and something happened, and it just, a lot of like communication breakdown. Also, I do think that some of you had some trust issues, some infidelity, etc. But this is somebody from, I feel like with a lot of you, a very long period. You were married, or you guys were together for a long time. And it's just going to kind of come back together. I don't know, for some of you. For others of you, you're going to cut it completely. Like maybe you're just feeling really good in life, generally anyways, and you're just going to completely cut this ex out of your life and cut any chance of reconciliation out of your mind, and you're going to move on quick. Maybe you met somebody recently and you're starting to feel guilty because you should be thinking about the other person, and you don't want to anymore, and so you're going to cut off any contact you might have had with the person that you're looking to reconcile with. The next card you have is your distant past, or the past 5-10 years. It could be back to your childhood. And you have, excuse me, the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a water energy. So it may be that you were dealing with a water sign like yourself, Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio back in the day. But this energy is somebody who is pretty cool and collected, but they have their own issues. It almost seems like maybe you had some things going on and you weren't able to continue a relationship that you thought was going really well, or there were other things getting in the way, because this Knight of Cups is saying, look, you know, I was dreamy and fanciful, and we were romantic, and there was a lot of whimsy, and everything was wonderful, and that's good. I always bring up the past card because it's either something you want to bring, you know, into the future relationships that was really healthy and really good from past relationships, or something you don't want to repeat the patterns because it was negative. And the Knight of Cups is actually pretty positive because this is somebody who was dreaming and fanciful and romantic. However, this says that like either you got in your own way, or the person you were with, or you know, past relationships, you guys, it was all about the dreaming and the fanciful and the romantic and none of the practical. Like you guys were all caught up in maybe the lust, but then when it came down to like brass tacks of taking care of business and work and kids and all of that, like maybe it didn't come together as much. Maybe it was more of a relationship built on physical, and now you're remembering like, hey, it's nice to have that type of relationship. It's nice to have that want and that romance, but there's other aspects to it too. So I'll take with me the good times I had, and I always read reconciliation and singles together on this one. It also could be like in your past, when you were growing up, you were dreaming of your wedding. You were dreaming of, you know, some of you had really big expectations and you're kind of like, gosh, I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be. I thought when I was young, I was going to be married by now. I thought I'd be owning a house by now. I thought I would have my dream job by now. And so not a negative, but you're kind of remembering that and wondering like, how do I get myself back on track? I had a lot of wishes back then. I had a lot of things I wanted to do. Where do I go now to start making that happen? Or how do I make that happen? And, you know, what type of people would be a good partner for me to have those wishes come true with, have those dreams come true with? The next card you have is your immediate past, over the past few weeks, past month or two. I don't read the cards upside down. And you have the Hangman, which means that you're making some sacrifices and you're kind of putting yourself all out there. So if you're single, this says that you are definitely like not holding anything back. You're just kind of saying, okay, I'm self-aware. I know what I want, and this is me. You're not sugarcoating it. You're not bullshitting anybody. You're not pretending to be somebody. You're not playing games, anything. Like if you are dating right now, you're putting it all out there. You're saying, this is me. I'm not hiding anything. Take it or leave it, like me or don't like me, but I'm here to meet somebody to really give my heart to give this heart energy to, and you know, here I am. So you either like me or you don't. Take me as I am. And that's a really good place to be, Pisces, because that means in the end, you know, you did your part in being completely genuine, completely, you know, forward, and letting this person see you for exactly who you are. And I say this person because I feel like some of you have met this person, or you've met a couple people that you think that you could have something with, and you're just putting it all out there. Now, there is some sacrifice in this Hangman card too, which means that some of you are willing to sacrifice certain things if it's good enough. Like, you know, maybe you were, you know, a stickler for, you know, I don't know, a non-smoker or something like that. I can't explain it. That just popped into my head. But maybe you were a stickler for certain things and you're kind of like, well, you know, I'm willing to overlook that stuff because I really like this person. It's almost like you're seeing people for who they really are, and people are going to see you for who you really are. So dating wise, it's going to be good. Now, you might be sacrificing dates by being so open and honest, because some people may not get it, they may not understand it, or they may not like it. And you're like, I don't care, because this is who you're going to meet in 3 months if I put on a show, right? So if you're looking to reconcile, this is definitely you saying, okay, I have some things to think about. I'm like, you're gaining wisdom, okay? And you definitely are sacrificing things, because some of you swore you would never talk to this person again. Some of you had, you know, no intention of communicating with this person, and maybe they've contacted you and you're like, okay, you know, I will go ahead and communicate with you. Or some of you, it's very weird. At first I was thinking when this card popped up that reconciliation was really possible, but then when this popped up and you've got the Justice and weighing a lot of things in your mind, now you have the Hangman. It kind of feels like you've met somebody, or maybe you're starting to go on dates and stuff, and you're going, hey, I still have a really strong connection with this ex, but I'm not going to sacrifice my love life. And maybe you've met somebody that's kind of pushing you towards feeling this, and so you're with the Hangman, you're going, you know, like, I don't know. I really am starting to all of a sudden think that maybe reconciliation isn't necessarily in the cards for you, or isn't necessarily what you want, even though you thought you've wanted it for so long, because this Hangman is like, I know who I am, I know what I want, and I just don't know, like, I'm having a hard time figuring out if I really could see myself getting back together with this person. So maybe somebody contacted you out of the blue. Maybe you contacted somebody and they jumped all over it. And now you're kind of like, huh, I'm having second thoughts. Interesting. We'll see what else comes up here. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next, 2 to 3 months. And you have the King of Wands. So this is a really good energy because this is somebody, if you're single, that a lot of people are attracted to. A lot of people are kind of magnetized to. The king is like the highest of authorities, right? Especially the King of Wands. And this is somebody who has ethics and they're very bold and they have a lot of morals, which goes along with the Justice card very well. It's about morality and being a good person. And the king is somebody that people reflect that upon. The King of Wands is somebody that people look up to and they're drawn to and they want to be with. And so if you're single, this definitely says you're not having any trouble meeting people, or if you try. Some of you aren't looking to meet people, and some of you are not that you're not looking to meet people, but you're like doing it very slowly, very cautiously. You're not like jumping in and just being like, hey, it's almost like Pisces. Some of you are like, hey, I want to meet people. And then the next week you're like, not really. And then the next week you're like, okay. So you're kind of like turning it on and off like a switch. But this king says it's inspiration. And so it's the way you're behaving here, putting yourself out there and saying, this is who I am, take it or leave it, is very inspiring to some people. And that's why you may have noticed extra attention. Maybe even in the grocery store or something, people have noticed you a little more because you're feeling like the game is over, if that makes sense. Like you're not playing the game anymore because you're just telling it like it is. And the people who stick around are the genuine people that you should pay attention to. So your distant future says you're going to have a lot of people to connect with. And I think you're going to find somebody pretty special to connect with at some point. And I think it's going to come in pretty quick. If you're looking to reconcile, this is very authoritative. So this is kind of saying, this makes me really feel like, Pisces, that you have somebody who's contacted you and they're kind of like, hey, how are you doing? I want you back. Or you may have a couple people all of a sudden, like you've had different exes come back because there's some sort of energy here. And I really feel like a lot of you are going, no, like I want a clean slate. This isn't working for me. But some of you also have an expectation that like, if you want to be back in my life, this is what I need to see. And I don't know that you're going to get what you want. I don't know that they're going to give you what you want. They're not, these people aren't coming back. It doesn't feel like these people are coming back with this intention of, I've changed, or I really love you, or I want you back. Some of it's like they broke up with somebody else, or they were feeling lonely and decided to contact you. And I think that you kind of know that a little bit for some of you. And so you're having this king type energy where you're like, I just don't know that you could change. I just don't trust that we could make this happen. And, I guess we'll see. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next week or two, and that's interesting, you have Justice. So you really are weighing a lot on your mind, a lot of pros and cons here. You have Justice twice. So a lot to think about. If you're single, first of all, some of you are weighing whether you want to date or not. Same thing I said for the theme, the month card. Some of you are doing on and off, on and off. Some of you have met somebody and you're really trying to figure out if this is the person that you want to spend a lot more time with, or maybe you still want to look around. For some of you, you met a couple people and you're kind of weighing who's better. I mean, I hate to say that, but some of you are, and that's the point of dating, right? You date, you meet people, you talk to people, and then you weigh out who's going to be the best fit for me. So, I mean, Pisces, I really don't feel like you're having trouble meeting people when you want. Again, I think it's like a faucet turning on and off. You're meeting people when you want and then taking time for yourself when you want. But at the same time, some of you really have met a few people that you're deciding heavily on who's going to be a really good fit for you. If you're looking to reconcile, this Justice says the same weights, but different. This is more of, for some of you, you've been up and down with this person a lot. Like this may not even be your first breakup. You broke up, you get back together, you break up, you get back together. And now you're kind of this king energy going, man, I just don't know that I can do this again. I think it might be time for us to take it easy. I feel like Pisces, it's 50-50. Some of you have a good chance of getting back together. And if you do, it's going to be quick. And then some of you don't. Some of you, it's like, and like the cons are outweighing the pros. But at the same time, it may be like a repeated pattern. Like you guys break up and then get back together and then break up and then get back together. Very interesting. We'll see. The next card you have is anything tangible throughout the month. So anything that may happen throughout February that you're, anything that may happen that like you can see, touch, feel, etc. And you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a very ferocious, well, I shouldn't say ferocious energy, more like energetic, somebody who's very daring, confident, charming. So if you're single, you're definitely going to be putting on the charm and you're going to be seeing it back. But you're going to be, you know, enjoying yourself, you know, sipping in every moment. I just kind of feel like it's going to be maybe very grandiose. Like if you do go on dates, it's going to be pretty special. It's not going to be like, hey, let's meet at Starbucks for coffee. You're going to like take them to a nice dinner, or they're going to take you to a nice dinner. There's definitely some powerful energy here and it's confident. So again, you're showing up kind of as this king and then this Knight of Wands, both fire energy. So maybe you're attracting fire signs, or maybe you have, you know, one of your signs is a fire sign, or maybe you've met a fire sign. So a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But the Knight of Wands is very confident without being conceited. Somebody who's kind of like, I know what I want and I know how I'm coming across, because you're magnetic here. And the Knight is saying that you're going to have some pretty interesting dates or conversations. You're going to notice this month that maybe people go out of their way to really impress you. And, you know, I don't know. I just picture like some guy planning like a really nice date and, you know, I don't know, or a girl planning a really nice date, just kind of blowing your socks off. So this energy that you're putting out that like, I don't care, I am who I am, take me or leave me, is really attractive to some people, which I think is very positive, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's nice to just cut through the BS. If you're looking to reconcile, this is you on fire. This is you feeling very much like you could take on the world. I caution you though, because if you are wanting to date other people, or if you are starting to see other people, I would cut this loose quick. And if you're not, then this is saying you'll have the confidence to talk to them, or confidence that you guys could make it happen. But this card could mean a little bit like you may be dating, but then if they call you or contact you, you're communicating with them and maybe you're not being completely honest about what's going on. So I think, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's them. Maybe they're contacting you and they're like, oh, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. They're like on fire, like this buzzing of energy. But they're forgetting to tell you that they're talking to like 3 other people that they met on a dating site. So just be careful with this card, because it is very much like a buzz, like a, you know, an energy high, but you want to make sure that you don't get too carried away. And, you know, if you want to reconcile, then, and that's your focus, then do that. You know, you don't want to play any games and you don't want them to play any games. The next card you have is anything internal throughout the month of February. So anything that, you know, you're feeling, and this is kind of retreating or going the opposite direction. So if you're dating, this tells me that some of you will meet a few people and then maybe it doesn't work out. You have the 6 of Swords, by the way, sorry. And many of you may meet a few people and it doesn't work, and then meet a few more and then it doesn't work. Or you've decided to leave the dating game for this one person that it does work well with. And there you go. You're leaving the dating game and hitting the road and saying, okay, I'm ready to commit, because this is somebody leaving something and it's like a retreat or abandonment. And you have it in the same line with this quick actions, this movement. So I really do feel like if you're single, this is you leaving the dating game. This is you exiting and saying, you know, I've met somebody, I'm going to try it with them and see where it goes. If you're looking to reconcile, this means you're leaving. This means that it's not happening. So I was thinking it was good. Then I was thinking maybe it wasn't great. Then I was thinking it was 50-50. And now this is saying you're abandoning. This is retreat. This is bye, see you later, not doing this. And so I really feel like you either met somebody or you're wanting to date and you're feeling guilty about it. And you need to just press on and cut ties and be quick about it. Make the decision, weigh the pros and cons. And if anything puts lumps in your stomach instead of butterflies, then now's the time to move on. And this is saying that more than likely you will. The next card you have is anything that you're hoping or fearing for the end of February, and you have for the outcome. And this is your hopes or fears. So this is internal, and you have the 3 of Wands. Love the 3 of Wands. Again, this fire energy. So it may be a Leo, Sag, or Aries, Sagittarius or Aries that you're, you know, connecting with, because you do have a lot of fire energy here, and it's positive fire energy. The Three of Wands is one of my favorites when it comes to partnership, growth, planning. This is, you know, anything from planning a relationship to planning a family to planning a, you know, a marriage, etc. So if you're single, this definitely tells me, I think you're going to be leaving the dating world. You're going to meet this person and you're immediately going to be like, oh, this is somebody I could see myself with, like, for a long time. This is somebody I could see myself with for years and years and years. This is somebody that I really want to grow with, that I could see myself in a partnership. So that's extremely positive. If you're looking to reconcile the Three of Wands, this is about growth internally. This is about you figuring out who you are inside, which you had that in the self-awareness of the Hangman. So this is about planning. And I think for you, it's about planning some sort of partnership, but not with this ex. Now, it could be with this ex. I'm not going to say that just because of this card, it's a no-go, but I really feel like this is you almost contemplating like, okay, well, what's my next step? Where am I going now? Who am I going to date now? Am I going to meet other people? Am I going to take time for me? Am I going to, you know, get a better job? Am I, like, you're almost figuring out where you need to go in life now that you're not going to be with this person, because maybe you thought you'd get back together. Maybe it's not going to work out. And now you're like, okay, I need to focus on me, focus on life, and go from there. The final card you have is the Outcome, and you have the Twin Flame card. A lot of people call it the Twin Flame card, if you believe in that. The Two of Cups, and this is love, attraction, intimacy on a much higher level. This is, you know, again, consider the Twin Flame card. I'm going to start shuffling your clarifiers, by the way. But this is your, oh, and there's the first one. This is your, you know, Twin Flame card. So if you're single, this is love, love, love. This is somebody that you're supposed to be with. So if you just met somebody, or, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to put these out now. But if you just met somebody, you know, and you've been dating and you wanted to be exclusive with them, this could be the one, like the one, because you have this Two of Cups here. This is attraction, intimacy, love on a much higher level, on a much deeper connection, a connection that you can feel in your stomach, a connection that makes your heart jump, makes your stomach jump. It gives you butterflies. So if you're single, definitely this person could be the one that you make these plans with and go forward with. If you're looking to reconcile, I feel like you're going to meet the one if you do the house cleaning that you need to do. It could be that you guys reconcile and that this person is your twin flame and that you have that connection. But Pisces, I'm not trying to be negative. I honestly believe that this action of cleaning house and moving on is what's going to set you free to this. Now, the Seven of Coins is what is clarifying the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Coins is two people taking risks and reward, making choices. So this is you taking a risk on somebody, if you're single, taking a risk on somebody, hoping it's going to pay off. And it's showing here that it's going to, and it's showing here it's going to. So the Seven of Coins is saying that you're weighing options. Whatever option you choose, Pisces, or whoever you meet, or somebody that you really think could be good, you guys will eventually cross paths, intertwine, intertangle, and find this love. So, I mean, that's extremely positive, Pisces. Very positive that you could meet the one over the next month or two. So, Seven of Coins, again, weighing that risk and reward, making a choice, assessing the situation, and that choice leads to this. If you're looking to reconcile, I think it's very similar, but I think it's going to be 50-50 for you. If you make the choice to cut ties and leave and retreat a situation that doesn't seem like it's been healthy, and it seems like you've weighed a lot. You've been weighing on it a lot because you have the Justice card twice. If you choose to cut ties and move on with somebody else, you'll find this. And for some of you, if you decide to try and make a go and do it again, then there's a possibility of this. The clarifier for the King of Wands is the Ace of Cups, which is about new beginnings in love. It's about fresh starts. It's about meeting somebody amazing. So if you're single, this is beginnings. This is friendship. This is excitement. This is love. So if you've met somebody, if you've been dating somebody and you guys decide you're going to be exclusive or that you guys want to be together, spend more time, it may not, well, I was going to say it may not happen quickly, but I think it will happen very quick because you have this. And the Ace of Cups is about love. It's about finding somebody who's not only a lover, but also a friend. And to get both of these cards is unbelievably positive, Pisces. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is a new beginning. So this means you're going to meet somebody new, somebody that is not this person that you're looking to reconcile. Again, I hate doing that, but every month I try and say, oh, there's a good possibility, but sometimes it just doesn't look that way or feel that way. And Pisces, I don't get the feeling on this at all, because this is somebody new coming in, but you might have to cut out the crap. And you really know it because you've been weighing this heavily for a long time. All right, Pisces, have a great month. I'll see you next month. Bye.